Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dishonored 2. This is episode 3 of our Lethal Corvo playthrough. Last time, we got to experience kicking Kirin Jindosh in the gonads, and revealing to him the final mystery as a result. And we are now back on the Dreadful Whale as we proceed to our next mission at the Royal Conservatory. Brianna Ashworth is our next target. This time I'll actually make sure we get those missing bone charms from her, which will be very nice. And then we will also be looking at the mission after that as well. So we'll be heading to the Dust District. In regards to how we're going to handle the Dust District, it'll be very interesting this time to potentially hand one of the leaders over to the other, and by doing so we get to walk through the area without hostility, so that could actually open up quite a few avenues for dialogue, and then also going into Aramis Stilton's manor will be a ride in itself. Whether or not we choose to actually let Stilton persist as normal, which is probably what we'll do. I guess you could also eliminate him, but I don't know how that would affect Megan. That would be the very interesting part of all this. However, we've brought Sokolov back.
Jindosh wanted me to help him with a rather complicated problem. It would have enabled him to make his clockwork soldiers at a fraction of the cost. Clever man.
Not clever enough. What's wrong with people like that?
A restless mind and an empty heart, perhaps. Jindosh would have snuffed me out as soon as he got bored. I appreciate what Corvo did for me, freeing me from that place.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try, Megan. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Ah, the Royal Protector has risen. A bad night? Maybe you've been sleeping on goose feathers too long.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge that I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oracularum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Now, while we'll also take her out, I think there's something that you can do differently with the Oracularum as well, when she uses it just normally without replacing the discs in it, or the lenses. So we'll see how that goes too.
Wake me when Karnaka starts to burn. What a painting that will make.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Okay.
Shuttered to the public. Wonder what's going on inside the Royal Conservatory. The Duke's incompetence, or something more suspicious? The closest path to the Royal Conservatory should be through Syria Gardens.
Can't investigate Ashworth's image. To the skiff!
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Time to get messed. The Royal Conservatory. Alright, Brianna Ashworth, an architect of the coup that took the throne in Dunwall. Powerful and full of secrets, she is building a mysterious device for Delilah.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Indeed.
As if things aren't bad.
Now, we didn't actually rob the black market in this version, and I think it's got something to do. There's a. I think there's. I reckon it'll have something to do with getting this gate open, because last time we were here, we saw that there was like a little lower entrance that we shot something from, but then we just couldn't find the actual way in.
It's enough to make them.
So anyway, lethal.
Let's have a look.
It's kind of interesting that, like, even though they've just spotted you, even if they're not quite yet ready,
Hello?
you still can't get the execution.
Who's that? You finally know your place.
I thought they had, I still have, like, the yellow filter, so I thought I still had Blood Rage then, so I pressed Y instead of blocking, unfortunately.
My clients prefer.
Maybe if we were crouched.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back a river.
Damn!
Let's see what you got.
You're gonna pay for his death!
Why doesn't it?
You won't get away!
The Blood Rage does not, like, work as smoothly as, like, I thought that it would. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it would be able to take you into this really cool animation where you can't also be decapitated in the same blow. You know what I mean? You can indeed be absolutely massacred while you were trying to Blood Rage.
I think I've spotted someone suspicious.
You've been found guilty of stealing.
Never should have come here. Okay, so now we can actually come into this room, whereas what did we do last time? We knocked on the door. Yeah, it was it's a grenade. So we knocked on the door, and then had him go and check the thing, and the grenade just shot him and blew him up. But instead you can just drop down on the window instead. How good.
Who's there? Holy shit!
What's the matter?
Hey, you real men, howlers!
You tried, guys. So apparently the Howlers are only here as, like, protection. Oh, Jesus. That was much less than I thought you were. They're only hired as, like, protection. If a previous black marketplace has been robbed, which I guess makes sense. So there's, like, a little thing here. Come on. You got this. There you go. So I can now climb up there. Oh, is it?
What? Why do you cover your face? What do you want?
I see.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please take a look around.
I'm just going to take this crank wheel, because I think this is actually my little missing piece here. And I take it right over here. Oh. Aha. That's how you get in. Now, I think we got to actually talk to the Black Market Man to get a side quest. So I think what the good idea is do the side quest. Oh! Those rats are hungry. Do the side quest and then rob the place.
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like?
See anything you like?
Welcome back. Please, take your time.
It's always funny when you're like given the opportunity
Ashworth is
to
somewhere
just
inside
go
the Royal
ham.
Conservatory.
I don't know. It feels weird to like just have the option to just go straight for it.
I've got just the thing for you. No,
I mean, I'll take it.
Hold still.
I'm about to get bombed. Well, yep. Okay. We're off to such a good start.
Someone's shooting at us.
It's just a distraction from the real thing. Bonk. That's crazy. You fell for it. You fuckers.
Hello. Anybody?
Hello? They're
Don't
like,
make me search the whole place.
someone just got shot. And then two just got bombed.
A new empress sits on the throne. Our rightful ruler, Delilah, called Delilah first of her name. May she reign for
Hard times. Gotta be in the look.
her claim to the throne. Morally.
They don't really care, do they?
If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have to sacrifice.
God, the delay on these two speakers, dude.
To the bitter end. To the bitter end.
Just waiting until I can do an air assassination. Just wait until you're nearby. I think we got some guards down here as well.
What's that smell? Is it the fountain?
Yeah.
Hey, what was
I think I shot a tree instead.
You're gonna pay for his
That's better. I shot the tree, unfortunately. Good night. Alright, so we gotta get into our security room. It's a breakable door. We could probably just knock on the door and get a group to say hello. Hello? Don't they have... They've got people in there. I know that they do. We set off the alarm and they came out the door last time. I'll set a stun mine by that door. Maybe I should just do the alarm again this time. But Also got bend time this time as well. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. Oh no. That was not supposed to happen. I slipped and fell. Corvo, I know it's been 15 years, buddy, but you're better than this, man. Oh, time gets bent for quite a while.
How do you want to die?
Come on.
I have plenty of ideas.
I turned on the thing.
See what I can do? Cry and bleed.
Is it not working?
Somewhere else. I'll grind your skull into
What's happening?
fine powder and drink it with tea.
Okay, I don't think it's zapping them. I thought it would zap them.
Your boring little
Why did
worm. My nails red with your gun.
Oh, dude. I was waiting for them to run through the thing and to get zapped. That's disappointing. So anyway, I've tripped and fell down. And that's how that went. We decided to go lethal against a lot of witches. I decided that this version is actually quite fun when you slow time and you just like take them down this way because they can't even react with enough time. No one will approach me though.
Same time I read it too. Do you think?
I want you to bleed. I won't let him escape. I'll grind your skull. Come back here. I'll be down.
Okay. That's one way to handle it. So, the Oracularum, I guess we can just not mess with it this time. I guess that means we'd end up, I guess we could go against Brianna in a different way.
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
Acquire the discarded lenses. Yeah, I think we could just take her out in a lethal sense. That would do the job. We'd have to fight the dogs at the same time. Oh, it looks like there's an instance that you can actually get in through the broken window. You could like blink through there for a moment.
You're not wanted here.
Good night. Lovely. Alright, I've got the prototype. I can go back to the Black Market, and then we can actually rob it, and I can get the rune. Doing Ashworth will be interesting now, because I guess she has her little phone call with Delilah, and I guess I could interrupt that, which would be kind of interesting. I have the bone charm that means we cannot be smelled by wolfhounds.
How did Jindash die? No, my dear. It's a loss. But I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked through a dream with one of them, and we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
Now, I can't remember...
He continued to tinker with the lenses. Thicker, thinner, more opaque. It was tiresome to watch. I still have the old lenses and cast-off parts piled in my workshop.
She's got the ability to deflect projectiles. I don't know if she has the ability to survive a blade straight through to the chest.
But Jindash finished some time ago. It is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device.
Blood and biscuits. I look forward to using it myself once you're ready.
Will you visit soon?
Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in Murderer! You who've never known
There you go.
You can't understand what you... Me. Oh, Brianna!
So you can do that and piss her off right in front of her. So you can, and then she disappears. Oh, she disappears. Which means, like, she doesn't drop any bone charms.
Everyone you love, everything you hold dear, I'll destroy. Want to know why?
Oh, Royal Protector, back in the city that spawned you so long ago.
You have no idea what I'd do to keep Emily from harm. Only in the end will you really know.
Perhaps I'll dig a hammer to her tonight and drop the pieces over the side of a ship halfway to Pandysia.
I'm coming for you soon, Delilah.
Your sword can't still my heart, but I welcome you to try.
Alrighty. Wild. We're gonna see how else we can do the lethal. But you can drop right in on top of her, which is great. So I guess the other thing to do would be to have her use the Oracularum, I guess. Or you could fight her normally.
Brianna.
We just go, hey, what's up?
Brianna?
And then she fights you. Oh, she spawns some trees.
This is the last one who should have come.
Alright.
When I killed him.
Can you stop bullets? I won't.
Why can't I hear anything? My audio feels so... There we go. Alright.
Dowd couldn't kill me, and you won't either.
Guess this is cool to see her little bit of dialogue. There we go. I looted fickle beasts and bloodfly alchemy. So there you go. White wolfhounds fight on your side, and an enemy's initial range attack is transferred into bloodflies. That was the 2. So, still no choking bone charm, by the way. Still no. Still no bone charm for faster choking. It's wild. Alright, now let's see how we can get Brianna to use this. So I think what we do is we just do this, right?
No, sister, that's not what he intends to do. He will carry them to the harvest market, as he swore he would. But the harvest will fail. I see it now. All is withered with light. Now the rot is upon all the fields east of Potterstead. And to the south? To the south, the fields are burning. We must warn them. Burn the fields. Make a black line across the map to stop the light.
Whoa, okay. So that gives... I was wondering if that was going to summon Ashworth. I guess it only summons her if you put the shitty lenses in.
What is the black glass knife, sisters? Is it an object of heresy? Something crafted by apostate hands. I see stains under the fingernails. Long, fine fingernails. Not blood, no, not wine either. It is the ink from a squid. A squid caught in the cold, cold waters above the world. The western corner of Tinia. A by sailors from Legon, caught on a long line of red silk, drawn up from the dark waters below. No, not useful.
Damn, this is wild.
But I see the long, lovely hands again, stained by the ink, raising the magma of a box made of color. I cannot see what is contained within, but the King of Morning is there, in the room with the others, while his queen sleeps in their bed.
Damn, so you get a different insight.
The gates of Dunwall Tower, and they are dying. Delilah and her coven are not alone, but they are with the clockwork men. High Overseer Kulan orders the ancient music played, but it does no good. The clockworks are not things of heresy, sisters. The music has no effect. The Overseer's falling. The High Overseer's dragged away. He fights while there's strength in his body, even while the tears from his eyes. His eyes grow dull as the blood runs from his body. He waits to surprise the one who returns to Dunwall Tower. Only one of the Overseers still breathes, and he had a mission, given by one of us, by one of the sisters. But he will fail, and we will never know the answer.
This is crazy insight that I could have got the first time then. Alright, no more. Ooh. Cool. Alright then.
Brianna, how did Jindosh die? Someone got inside that.
So I can essentially just... So the first projectile does nothing. But I can just... Good night. Do it that way.
You can't understand what she meant to me. Oh, Brianna.
Gee. You go to sleep. You'll be like, oh, I feel so weird. And my shop has been looted. There's actually like genuine money to be made too. Which is very nice indeed. These bad boys. Any more of what you're carrying? Saving up to finalize our being able to stop time instead of just slowing it. And now we can go back to Megan Foster and move on to our next mission. It's definitely one of the easier ones. I mean, really, you can just go and run straight to her, take her out, and go home.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Awkward silence, and you'll tell me that you are Billy Lurk one day.
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos. And Delilah.
Delilah. There you go. There seems to be like a pretty similar amount of kills in each level. Like you get like around that same 40 mark each time. Very good. Back to the whale.
3 years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale. Beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.
Beyond the pale, Disco Elysium. Very cool. I like Corvo's perspectives. And it's true, because he spent so long, all these years, training Emily because of what happened to Jessamine. If Jessamine had that training, she probably would have been able to, like, fight back from the whole thing, you know? So Corvo was like, I'ma just train Emily to be adept at sword fighting, you know? It do make sense. Brianna Ashworth and Delilah were infiltrating the minds of the Sisters of the Oracular Order, influencing the visions they send to the High Overseer, and through him to all the Abbey faithful across the Empire, but I put a stop to that. I must admit, I'm impressed by Delilah's delusions of grandeur. Is she dreaming of being worshipped the way some occultists worship the Outsider? I'm worried about what I'll find back in Dunwall. I hope Emily is alright. Anyway, I killed Ashworth without Delilah's right hand. Hopefully her coven in Karnaca will be broken. I also learned that Ashworth organized some kind of seance for Delilah 3 years ago. I'm getting close to understanding Delilah's immortality. It happened in the manor of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton. I'll pay him a visit. It's cool that he's like, is she dreaming of being worshipped like the Outsider is? And like, she obviously went and obtained the Outsider's powers and the source of his, you know, resurrection way back. We'll have the Outsider show us that soon enough. Megan Foster admitted that she knew Brianna Ashworth from years back. Ashworth, who's been a part of Delilah's coven of witches for a long time. I can't quite put it all together, but there's something I've noticed. Megan won't look me in the eye. I want to trust her, and I'm grateful for her help, but do I really know anything about her? Can't sleep. My father died when I was so young, and I hated him for it. Of all the things, a lumber accident. It seemed like such a foolish end. I could never forgive him. I hated him for leaving me without a father, as if it was the worst thing in the world. Now I know better. It's taken all this time to understand. It is so much worse to lose a child. Emily, I'm coming for you. No matter what, I will come for you. That's so good. Because we get to go to Corvo's house in this level. So that'll be fun. Home sweet home. And he can find his little secret in his room.
Why worry about Megan can take care of herself? Listen to me. Megan is out in the city.
Nice.
I'll explain.
Corvo portrait has begun.
So many years. I never expected to feel so tired.
The old Batista neighborhoods, full of mining families, called the Dust District now. If I put people to work down in a mine, I'd want to live in a fortified bunker too.
The Royal Conservatory got us
I guess this time we'll just be able to straight up find the code by doing the mission instead of just brute forcing and deciphering the riddle ourselves.
No more witches in Karnaca.
So the Royal Protector is headed into the Dust District. Corvo says he hasn't been back in a long time, and I can't blame him for that. According to Sokolov, he'll be trying to get into Aramis Stilton's house. Not easy. I've tried. Stilton was a friend. Even as a mine owner, he was a good man who came up from working people and never forgot it. I went looking for him the night he disappeared, but the house was swarming with the Grand Guard. I showed them what I was worth, but it cost me. I'll live to see that score settled.
So that was losing the arm and the eye. So she went to go and check it out because Stilton disappeared, which makes sense. So if Stilton is killed, Foster could potentially go back again and have the same result, but then if he just witnesses the events, it'll definitely happen. So we don't actually know, and we won't know until we go all the way back to Megan to determine if she will get her arm and eye back or not. So just to be safe, the final choice that we'll definitely go with to retain the darkest timeline is we'll let Stilton be subjected to the horrors instead of killing him. And then we'll see what happens. Because that'll be another thing, is we will obviously still kill him to look at that alternate future, because that's another future I haven't seen yet of what the Stilton Manor will be like 3 years later after his death. So we'll see.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I have to get there first, through a ruin created by the Duke, where I used to live.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Paolo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
So that gives me at least one way into Aramis Stilton's house.
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Coming back here, seeing it changed, run into the ground. Some people have reached beyond others.
So what we'll do is we'll do the Overseer. I think we'll deliver the Overseer to Paolo. Something I'm curious about, though, is once you've delivered it, will they stay friendly to you after you've dropped off the body? Or will they then proceed to still turn on you, you know?
Megan left a note for you. She's going to meet you, where was it? Oh, somewhere. I'm sure you'll find her. Ready now?
Let's go.
I'll get you as close as I can.
Alrighty, on to the next one. The big mission. The Dust District. You must travel through the Dust District to Aramis Stilton's Manor, which contains more of Delilah's secrets. Obviously you can skip the whole thing, but we have bone charms and runes to gather.
I didn't know Aramis Stilton. Who was he?
Loyal to the old Duke. Stilton helped build modern Karnaca with those silver mines. Worked his way up from nothing to a fortified mansion. But the new Duke spends money so fast, the mine crews work all day and all night. The district's in ruins. The dust drives out anyone except the most desperate.
The Duke of Serkonos has made a mess of things. His father was a good man.
True, but the new Duke's misery has only been possible with Dunwall's support. In any case, you'll have to pass through the Dust District. Maybe Stilton's still in there, or maybe he's dead.
Maybe he's crazy.
Find Megan once you reach the Dust District. She'll tell you more. I'll wait here with the skiff and take you back to the dreadful whale after you finish.
After death or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds.
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
Someone's shooting at us!
I see.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Ah, yep. Okay. There you go. Well, I mean, Jesus. That is an efficient way to take out a group, I suppose.
Shit!
Gets it done. And it's a single... I think it's a single bolt.
What? You're so...
Good night. If I read the upgrade right, I think it's just a single bolt, which is pretty crazy.
Hello, Lord Protector. I've been doing reconnaissance, talking to people. The Overseers and the Howlers have divided up the district. Just ahead is neutral territory where no one will harass you. But further on, the Howlers and the Overseers both have boundaries set up. And beyond those points, they'll attack you on sight.
Aramis Stilton is the real goal. Sokolov said you'd worked out a plan.
Yes. I believe that if you take out Paolo or Vice Overseer Byrne, the other one will grant you safe passage and will help you get inside Stilton's home. Neutralize either one of them and bring him to the other.
Got anything else?
Byrne is protected by the Overseers. Paolo has the Howlers, but I think he's also got some kind of black magic charm. They say he's got to die twice before the sun sets, or he can't be killed. Good luck with that.
We're going to deliver the Overseer to Paolo, and then if they grant us safe passage, hopefully that also results in being able to walk through their place without them being aggressive.
When the Duke falls, one of these groups could own Karnaca. Better get to know them now.
Oh yeah, and I guess we'll have to change our mind on what will happen with the Duke as well, so we'll probably not have the body double replace, and I don't know what we'll do as a result. Just be another thing that we'll figure out, I suppose. This gives us an opportunity to properly eavesdrop on this group, because we missed this last time.
Not sure why Stilton's house needs to be shut up tight like this, but what do you think? Can you crack it?
Give me a minute.
You may not be aware of
How to get in here. Paolo had him feeding old Stilton or watching him. I was gonna pay him off for the secret, but Durante got beat down by the Overseers and taken away.
of our
I don't
enemies.
even understand what this is. I don't see any seams.
Jimmy's sister says it's a gimmick, like he weren't a real locksmith who made it.
No, this was built by Kieran Jindosh. Scary smart. He's the one who made the clockwork soldiers for the Duke.
So can you open it? Maybe just solve it?
No, can't do either. It's a lock designed by a man who creates machines that kill people. You can keep your money, I'm not touching it.
Never mind. Maybe another time.
Or not. Let's go.
There you go. So just some dialogue that I missed the first time.
Everything around here looks suspicious. The rats look suspicious. Should I yell about them?
So I think what we'll focus on is we'll push into the Overseer outpost. We'll go straight for the Overseer. I'll end up taking out all of the Overseers probably as well. Deliver it to Paolo, and then I can go for a full...
I've lived in this district for most of my life. Hey, stop!
I can go for the full loot after that.
Losing your life by the teachings of the Abbey of the Everyman. Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by...
Oh, it's hitting you in the head constantly. Stop. No, I'm trying to save these people.
For the Abbey! Hey, you, come here! You're gonna pay for him!
I didn't get to use my bloodthirst for long, did I? Or like also take advantage of that dust storm for long. Okay, anyway. Overseer's dead. Almost targeted. Oh, one of them still died. Bloody hell. I think it does use more bolts. I only got 2 left now. I'll buy some more when I get to the Black Marquet. For now, we killing.
I must draw strength from my brothers. Hello?
Hello?
Anybody? What the? Don't make me so. No mercy! I don't have time for that. What was that? I have it in sight!
Oh.
By the strictures. Isn't he the man on the post? I'll let... Execute the blasphemer! I smell heresy. Brothers, let's execute! I'll cure the world from the...
Oh, God.
Keep trying.
I kept trying. Spoiler alert. Okay. There we go. If you'll excuse me, I'm visiting my old family home, and you're all in my way. Oops. Home sweet home. Jesus. You got nothing to say, Corvo?
Come on.
We had a hiding place near here.
It's weird that he doesn't say anything upon, like, entering.
It's been over 30 years. So much has happened since I left.
Okay. And then we got our little hiding place. I guess that's it.
The trophy I got for the blade verbena. I left it with my mother.
Not a very sentimental guy here. He's just like, oh yeah, it's been 30 years, so much has happened, and my trophy. All right then.
I'm glad it's you in the end. If I have to go, it warms my spirit to spend my last minutes with a true friend.
He just automatically dies? He just automatically dies, dude. If you kill this guy first, this dude just goes. He doesn't do his whole, like, stab him in the head thing. That's a shame. I was hoping to, if there would be, like, some random extra dialogue where he'd be like, no! Apparently not. Alright, well, we're gonna go, I guess...
We will burn a bright fire with our...
try and have a face-to-face encounter.
So the others will not...
We'll try and have a face-to-face encounter with our overseer man. I don't know if a face-to-face encounter is possible, but we can at least attempt it.
Will topple soon. The sisters.
I know that there's people in here, so
nothing.
You can do it that way. I think the only way you'd probably be able to have a conversation with him would be if you were bringing Paolo in, you know, and that's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. So if we do this first, that way we can go and deliver the body to Paolo. We've got Durante's key, so we can open that up and then we'll get the code for the door. Hopefully we're best friends with the Howlers, and then I can go and collect the rest of my items.
cross the line and you get... looky, looky. The Vice Overseer himself.
No, good. Okay, so they're all gonna be chill.
Keep taking up. No way. No gift. Oh.
In we go.
Look who's the big hero.
That'll send the Abbey running.
Huh.
It's not a bad piece of work you did for us. But stay out of my way.
If you're working with us...
Yeah, step back now.
If Paolo or Mindy say you're all right, I guess you are.
This is a very interesting. Not much different.
You know, Paolo has plans for us.
Paolo? You look nice,
Burn was
but
a
keep your
tough
distance,
prick.
will you?
Oh! Now hold on. Hold on. Now hold on there, team. Now hold on there, everyone. Hold on. Now hold on. Now hold on there, team. Oh. And I accidentally lay the body at your feet there, and I die. Terrible. Alright, let's try this again without issue, without accidentally dropping the thing. I'm just trying to talk to everyone. Everyone stands to attention.
That'll send the Abbey running.
Good work. Vern was a tough prick.
Yeah, it's because you can't talk to this one. So then you just press X and you just end up dropping it, which is so funny.
Fruit stands.
That's Bird.
Oh, it's weird to like be here now.
Just walk along the water.
Because Paolo, Paolo never even saw us stun him.
I've been trying to bring Burn down for months. You did what others couldn't.
And now you owe me, Paolo.
We've been at war with the Abbey, not just over territory, but over the people of Karnaca as well. This is my home. And I'm going to send Burn to Dunwall in a box to explain things to the High Overseer and the Empress herself. Bet you didn't see this coming, Vice Overseer. Now, what is it you want?
I need to get inside Aramis Stilton's house.
You're intriguing, and maybe more dangerous than most who darken my doorway.
I advise you to remember it.
Here's what you'll need to enter the house.
Oh, so he just can give you the code without you having to do the whole Durante thing?
Regardless of what happens in Karnaca, remember where you came from. Acquit yourself better than the Duke has.
You can count on that, friend. The Duke's a worthless buffoon.
Well, alright then.
Get this guy out of here.
Okay. And now we can open the lock.
What do you know about Aramis Stilton's house?
That's a bad place. You walk by some nights, you feel the hairs on your neck standing up. But they say Stilton was solid before whatever happened there. Good to the people working down in his mines.
What happened inside the house?
I just know the rumors. Batshit rich choffers had a party. Maybe something weirder. Before then, the Duke was just another aristocratic snot. After that night, he had a fire in him. A plan.
Alright, thanks Pedro Pascal. We've made you the leader. Okay, so if you deliver a leader, you get the code, and you don't have to actually do the Durante stuff. I thought I still had to do that. They're not playing music here.
Trust me. Take Paolo proof that the Vice Overseer is finished.
Can I still check it out in here, though? Hey! Mindy's here.
I knew I was right about you. Mindy ain't no fool. I can smell a winner.
They say hard days make strange friends.
If we had more time, I'd put my tattoo and needles on your ass. Leave you with some wicked ink.
What's one more black mark? but I'm short on time.
Next time, maybe.
I don't know why the camera is like stuck for it. I couldn't even move it the whole
You helped me with
time.
the overseers. We could use somebody like you.
That's really funny. So she wasn't here last time, and also we eliminated her, because that was the thing. It popped up in the corner like target eliminated. We knocked her out. We didn't kill her. I guess she wouldn't have shown up here otherwise. That's cool.
Vera Moray. I remember that name.
He remembers.
In case you're wondering, Paolo's not one of those unhinged cultists who believe I will grant them favors if they leave a big enough offering or play just the right musical notes. He doesn't care a fig for me. But he put up this shrine because he found the hand of an old witch I knew once. And Paolo saw right away that it pays to have an edge. Sometimes pieces of us linger long after we're gone. The Duke of Zirconos inherited a vibrant city and wasted no time stripping it to the bone. What will he leave behind? And what about you? Who will you leave to pick up the pieces here in the Jewel of the South?
Well, hopefully Paolo does a good job with them howlers. I realized that Paolo and I have an issue, because Paolo is carrying bone charms, and I need those bone charms, so I'm going to have to do that, have him transform into a bunch of mice, and then I'm going to have to take him on again, which I believe he then goes to his office, right? Because we're friends with all of the howlers, we're kind of able to just keep doing this without everyone going, whoa, because it was a stealth kill. Does he, like, remember? Yeah, because now he's just here. Does he remember or not? You know what I mean?
Oh shit, for so long. I put this off.
Alright, there you go. He's probably gone now. And now I got a hand on me. So I guess we're gonna end up having the same
Paolo had Granny Rag's hand.
Hey, Corvo actually mentions the Granny Rag's hand. I guess we're not gonna have Paolo taking over after all. I guess if we knocked him out, we'd still be able to get the bone charms and then see what it would be like with him taking over. So we'll just choke him out.
What?
We still get to deal with Granny Rag's hand. Okay. Love it. Of course. And then bone charms.
Paolo had Granny Rag's hand.
Finch with the bird thing. Dr. Barcola has the war medal. And Madame Natsau has the ring. Oh my god, I solved it! We're in! There you go.
That's it. The information was good.
Into the mansion we go. There you go. Very, very good. A crack in the slab. A strange ritual was performed 3 years ago in Aramis Stilton's manor involving Delilah Copperspoon and her followers. Once inside, find out what you can about Delilah's secrets.
Time is an odd thing. I left Karnaca decades ago. excited about all that Dunwall might hold. I remember falling in love with Jessamine, watching her crowned as Empress, Emily's birth, the rat plague, then Jessamine's death and another coronation. Now all this, back in the city where I was born. How many more lives do I have to take before it all ends? Stilton's home hides a mystery, but I'll tear it apart brick by brick to learn the secret of Delilah's immortality, as long as this ends watching her cough blood. Delilah might have pulled herself up from nothing, but I ran out of sympathy for tyrants and witches a long time ago. All I want is to put an end to Delilah and make sure Emily is safe. One more time.
One more time. Alright, well at least we know that we can kind of zoom on in here, get our fancy pants mirror device.
Something just shifted.
New powers, baby. No stopping time, which would be so good.
I know you think I don't belong here. Insufferable elitist.
Is that Stilton?
This is one of the best atmospheres. Like, I just love the constant, like, beating. Stilton. I'm coming for my mirror device. I'm coming.
They drop food for me, in and out, like the wind. I think they're afraid.
Stilton?
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
Timepiece time.
By
the timepiece.
Void.
By the Void.
Warm the quilts, will you? I feel like it's going to be cold tonight. Is there bad news from the moles?
The moles.
But he keeps it with him.
Thank you, Corporal. Speaking bluntly, I really don't like
The
Stilton's
only
death.
way out of here is through the present, using this timepiece.
I love that you can just, like, literally...
We'll be getting started soon. The Duke's beloved is coming back.
Confuse the hell out of him by knocking on the door.
Be on your guard, right, boy?
Be on your guard. You never know if a dude might literally, like, time travel.
Stilton had taste before lunacy took his mind.
Crazy, dude. This is gonna be such a different mission. Like, non-lethal.
What? Who are you? Stop! No!
just being able to drop the whole, like, see ya on them is incredible, you know? I can just go... No, you can't. I'm gonna go... Whoop. Then you go... Ooh. There you go.
End of the road for you! Take it! Revenge!
Just making some noise, guys. It's a party. Have some fun.
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
End of the road for you!
So, where's that dog? What will change based on what we do tonight? Who knows? Messed up my shot. Anyone else? Or is that just a maid? Causing chaos. Of course, we'll have to go through this in a slightly normal way because there's like the blocked rooms and everything like that. The game hates us.
What's happening now?
That's not right!
You have to understand.
Come on!
I'm going to call for help if you don't go. I can't believe this place.
Basically, we'll just go and do... I think what you have to make sure that we do is collecting all of the runes and bone charms and stuff before we change time.
Please, please!
About half sure there was... Holy shit!
Whoa.
Did you hear that?
Why did you turn around? Why did you have to turn around? Nice.
Hey! Who is...
This is such a strange way to do this mission because it's like you go through this area without being completely fascinated and dumbfounded by the time travel aspect, and it just literally becomes like, what is going on? And you're just running around and you're just slicing people. There's a few people here. You're just running around, killing people, and then all of a sudden... you're in a room with quite a few people. And it's a little stressful. But they're all dying nonetheless. There you go. Thanks for playing, everyone. You've been great.
You hurt! Over there! On the stairs!
Let's see what you've got.
Shit! You ready?
Hey, you! Come here!
All of my health potions ever. There's a lot more of them than I thought there would be. Oh no! I used a healing potion! My spree! That sucks. I used a healing potion and everything, right as I put down my spring razor. Sadness. Now I'm in the kitchen. That's not exciting at all.
Hilton's acting odd like... Anyone here? Ah!
Yoink!
What was that?
Oh, damn. Okay, we've gathered all the runes and the bone charms. We're now going to the courtyard, and the way that we want to play this out is have Stilton witness the events, and then go out into the world after that. So what we're going to do is we will kill the man first, and then we'll travel to the future and see what an impact that has on this place. My curiosity is, I can't remember if there's any additional runes or bone charms that appear in the future that we choose. So the problem with that is, I guess we just create a future and then we use the heart and we'll see.
The Grand Guard was protecting us. Don't back then.
I'm sorry, I have like a slow-mo like sniper follow the bullet. I didn't realize I had that. I didn't realize I had that. That's sick. What the hell? It's so much easier to approach all of these situations when you can just do
One
this.
day, young Luca will go too far. May I live to see that day. Theo,
Should
forgive
listen
me.
to Mom and become a hairdresser.
It won't let me shoot from here? Okay. Just do that. Just do that.
I've got to get to safety.
He runs.
End of the road.
I mean, of course he would run. Can we talk to him? Or is he too busy cowering now?
Don't hurt me. I'm an old man.
Sorry, Stilton. We need to see a future in which you do not survive.
That notebook contains Stilton's combination.
Combination, of course, is 679. Is he gonna chill or not? Is he just gonna cower in fear the whole time?
No survivors is the surest way.
Now if we assassinate him and we go...
With Stilton dead and getting cold, how will recent history be changed?
And that is the question that we ask ourselves. What does this place look like all these years later? And, just empty? I guess we go back inside. What does it look like on the inside? Doesn't look too bad here. House for sale. The Caruso Manor, previously known as the Stilton Manor, is currently on sale. All inquiries and visit requests should be addressed to Jaime Carrera, housekeeper. Okay, buying offer should be presented directly to Baron Caruso, currently residing on Calle Museo in the Syria Gardens. Okay, well, there's your update on what happened. House for sale. So it actually doesn't look crap. I mean, it kinda... there's something going. But the back garden looks crap. Pool is not in maintenance mode. It's basically just... crap. Doesn't look like there's anything to obtain here. But this is a future... There's rats in here. Future without Stilton just involves... yeah. It just being in a weird state of just nothingness. Whereas if he's alive and well, by being knocked out, he's away, but the place is still being, like, handled. You can't get into the vault. I guess you can't even do it that way. Weird. Oh, this is just a very quiet version of events. Still fixing that. Still got mining related things. This room became like this. There's not really much point collecting anything because this isn't the timeline that we'll be staying in. But it is one that exists nonetheless. Like there's anyone out here either, so it's just not in a good state of affairs. So that's what happens if you kill the man. Pretty lame, pretty depressing. Check the bedroom. Shares similarities, but still kind of nothing. Alright, well in that case, I reload my save. And we let him witness the horrors.
I need the combination to Stilton's study.
I didn't even need to talk to Stilton, because I just have it. Alright, and now we can witness the event.
Maybe the Overseers are right for wanting to burn this place to the ground.
Well, actually, you know what I should do, like, real quick? Is I should... Oh no, because if this is the timeline that we're proceeding with, yeah, I'm gonna let him just have to proceed with the horrors. So if there's any random bonus charms that you can get by sparing him,
if anyone has any doubts,
which I can't remember if there is,
set them aside now.
This defies rational understanding. It's the frayed edge when natural philosophy crosses over into something
Welcome
else.
to the final mystery, Jindosh.
I can feel it. We risk madness.
The more I hear, the more I think this is ill-advised. Who wants to speak?
Now we know how this plays out, so we basically I will skip ahead now to finishing the events.
Lost her mind.
So if we do want to see, yeah,
Theo's gone.
Sorry, Stilton. There's a price for running with people like the Duke.
Damn.
You, ruffian! I saw you. You were there that night.
Damn, there's actually like dialogue here.
I've got to get ready. Wash my face and comb my hair. Megan is meeting me tonight.
Rough.
I wonder if he'll ever recover from that night.
Well, there you go. That's what happens. Yummy. Out we go. We just leave 3 years later. 3 years earlier, sorry.
Time to go. Back to the dreadful whale.
Automatically stops you. So this will be interesting as well. So now we come back and it It'll just be the same as it was. Oh, I forgot that there was a thing. Whee! Hello. This is him telling us his origins.
Look around you. A crumbling island at the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Love this stuff.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the ropes only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long.
Similar to the same pose that the Overseer took when he, killed his friend.
Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place. The island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
Well, we're killing her this time, so it will help you with that.
You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
Deep down. That's an interesting tattoo.
The world is full of secrets.
The world is full of secrets. Indeed. The old Batista district. The district. So we return here, things should be the same as they were. Still crap.
Alright, back to the skiff. Sokolov should be waiting.
So no restored little room here to have like a meeting with characters or anything like that. And then obviously they never do address any timeline changes. I guess it's just easier to not have to explain yourself to your characters. You know, when you're like, oh, Megan, when I saw you last, you were missing an eye and an arm, and oh my god. And Stilton, he was mad. So they just decide to, you know, Emily would just decide to be like, you know what, probably best to not explain this.
Put an end to it. With each pass.
Hello.
You're back. That was quick. So is Stilton. Maybe I don't even want to know. It's not right, what happened to Aramis. He deserved better.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
I'm ready.
Yes, I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne, and I've been to Stilton's house. We can go.
There you go. Alright. Completed. Mr. Blueprint and a painting, but we got our bone chums and our runes. There you go. So we got to do 3 missions in this one, because there is 2 more missions to go. We've got the Grand Palace, and then we have the return to Dunwall.
Duke Luca Abel tore down the old palace in Karnaca and built himself a new one, a monument to his ego. Whether he knows it's coming or not, I'm here to exact vengeance for everything he's done to me, my family, and the place of my birth. I'm going to show him what happens to those who threaten the Empress. After tonight, the Duke will either be dead or deposed, depending on how this plays out. I've got to get inside, take care of the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Wonderful. And we now find ourselves on the home stretch. The final couple of missions remaining in Dishonored 2. Obviously, it goes so much faster when you are just zooming through the missions, killing everything.
Soon, I'll dissolve into great nothing.
You deserve peace, my love.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
That's cute. See, this is the funny thing when you look at a playthrough like this of, if this was how I played games, it would be so fast-paced and chaotic, like, you barely have time to even retain anything. I've just ran through the games, picked up the items, killed everything, not bothered to read anything. You know, you just go straight to your objective pretty much, and you're like, oh yeah, cool, and you have just like the understanding of the main story and pretty much the main story only. And you can do it in like 4 episodes. You can just really rush through it all. But I like to be thorough on my first playthrough and really take it in and experiencing it, how the game is sort of wanting you to experiencing like everything about it, you know, from the lore to the character interactions to taking it slow, soaking it in, and then you can replay it and just go breeze right through it. But with that one, we'll bring this episode to a close, and we'll finish it up next time for the final 2 missions of our Lethal Corvo playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you then.